around as Jacobs to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one, because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's
stupid. You're going right over there. He don't do it.
Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Once again, it's Jacobs. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. First carry of the game for Zamir White. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And now the Raven defense is going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
You got a pick there.
Batted away and incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Carr again. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Tyus Bowser with a pick. And now off to the races down the right side. The 20, 10, 5, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, That's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands,
Hello?
you just sort of go,
Hello?
and wait for the result.
Huh?
This time, the defense
What, meat and
benefited.
cheese and what else?
It's meat and cheese only.
So they
Extra
throw
meat and
pick
cheese.
six. They'll get another
Okay,
shot at
and
it
can I
as
get
this
the
one's
nacho
in the
macaroni
air.
with only meat and cheese?
With extra.
Phillips now from the end zone. And he had no room to run.
Crispy taco.
Down inside the 20.
And 3 crispy tacos.
Nothing to drink, though.
The offense
You ain't
from
gotta give me a
Las Vegas
drink.
set to begin the drive. And job
Okay.
one here, Charles. Just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this
You
point.
said
Exactly right,
you want
Doctor.
those to be regular? Regular. Regular?
Right now, themselves on
And can I also get a large lemonade?
Taking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Yes.
He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs.
Okay.
Pretty nice
That was
move.
big.
Not a ton of space there.
Just
They
20
stop him shy
tacos?
of the 25.
No.
Just
No,
a
no.
gain of a couple there.
Yes. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Fire. Can I get fire? Thank you.
To throw, it's Carr. And tight coverage
Okay.
there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Dobbins. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. And a great starting position to begin the drive, and now they work up with a 3rd and 5. They go play action now. Jackson rolling to his right.
Stupid, eh? Why would I throw right there?
Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to get the football here.
I didn't even throw it.
23. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, a run from White. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line.
734. 637.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. On the move to his left. Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover. But I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced incompletion on 1st down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Ravens 14, Raiders nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Phillips attempts now from the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running.
Touchdown!
I don't know how.
With a touchdown grab from Derek Carr. And the Raiders are back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
Come on, dog. You got to get through there.
At the 28-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw.
Oh, that's bullshit. That's bullshit.
Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's bullshit.
This defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Dobbins. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now Jackson. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it. Fall incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
And now two problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up a great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Looking deep for Adams. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Looking deep for Adams. It's caught inside the 25.
Yeah, they was
Touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Carr to throw. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. The quick slip.
Ain't no fucking way, dog. I'm ready for it.
Seconds in the first half. And the Raiders have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play action. It's Jackson. Getting this ball out wide for Davis. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
Give him 3 yards there on the 1st down pickup.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
They go play action with Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards to pick up there.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Final minute now in the third quarter. They go right back to White here on first down. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A first run for the backup, Abdullah. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Well, that's why the guy with the hip sense is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on first down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. We have played 3 quarters. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Carr. Caught on the right side by Adams. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Only 3 there on the screen at second down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for first. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Right side, Davis. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. Dobbins will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Phillips now from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. Jacobs going to try the middle, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Throwing his car. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready at least for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Throwing now is Jackson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are right back in this football game. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
Here's Carr. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Carr to throw. He hits Adams complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Here's Jacobs. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point hits up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Looking deep for Adams. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. Oh, look at the juke. And he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime. Four quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Here comes a big one now in overtime. This is 3rd and inches. First throw of overtime for Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. First down, here's White. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground with White. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production means they don't want to be in 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
93.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Out to the left. That's where the tight end Moreau is. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
Taken down
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance, you got to put it right.
That's definitely the first instinct, because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts him in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the play.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Another one in the books for his partner. Always great to be by your side. And both offenses, both defenses had some moments in this one, but I think you would agree these coaching staffs are also going to have some stuff to clean up on film.
Absolutely, partner, and let's face it, any game we get to watch from up here, it's going to be a blast. Do we want to get a real job? Absolutely not. Let's keep